Audio check. Hello, Super Bubble, Ollie, Tim, Dave. Tim with the 300 stream streak. It'll be kind of wild if you get past 450 and it's like you're getting less than a point per day on the streak. Hello, Legamove. I almost read Fedbot's name as Fedbutt. Dave with the 65 stream streak. Hello, our man. Yeah, what did I have today? Oh, some catnip. Oh, kitty. Mush face into the pillow. I got some catnip today in the mail. Part of my monthly Amazon order thing. Although it's still funny, the last time I put a bunch of catnip outside for Kitty to roll in, Bagheera came by a couple hours later and also rolled in it and was like, catnip! That's something I might have to do, is just give a little baggie of it. Just bring a little nondescript baggie of green stuff to the neighbor and give it to them. Yeah. Because I think that they're growing like a fresh thing of catnip, but it's like, you know, this is the good shit. I don't know. At least the kitty seems to think so. So I could bring them a little bag. I was a little later today because I was watching Bones and I didn't want to get up. Started watching Bones again since watching CSI is such a pain in the ass. Or not available or whatever else. I still want to watch the new stuff. And I want to watch, hypothetically I want to watch the old stuff. But I wouldn't mind watching the new seasons. I haven't watched them yet. And I think they're finishing that series now again already. I think I saw one of the third season being labeled as like the final season. So it's like, oh, okay, well I haven't even watched any of it yet, so. As far as I know, third season is only available in America. Not here. Yeah. No, not more Bones. I'm talking about CSI now. I'm going around in circles. I'm watching Bones because I want to watch more CSI. So it was either Bones or Castle, basically. I wasn't really feeling up to, like, Mentalist or... I've never finished Psych, but now I should watch that at some point. Never finished Fringe. It's like kind of adjacent to that, like, you know, mystery solving sciencey shit. Yeah. No, I said because I watched whatever they have on Netflix. They've got 6 seasons of CSI original, but nowhere else that I subscribe to has CSI like the first few seasons, the season finale, or CSI New York, or CSI Miami, or CSI Cyber, or CSI Vegas. It's like trying to like find somewhere to watch these things is impossible. So I was like, I guess I could watch Bones. I've been wanting to watch that again. That's something I have access to. One of my favorite things watching Fringe is going, I've been there, I've been there, I've been there. Because it's all Vancouver for the most part. I think one of the season finales is like set in the fucking park that you walk through and bike through, and one of the other season finales I think is like on one of the main streets in downtown. It's like, that's not a season finale. That's just fucking down the street from where I lived. I don't know. Yeah, I never finished it though. But generally with a lot of the shows I like Castle and Bones and stuff, I usually like the first 2 or 3 seasons more than I like the rest of the seasons. Like, I hate the ending of Castle. No good. Well, it lasts like 2 seasons, at least. Oh my goodness. Starting with the yawns already. Oh yeah, I forgot I logged out here, and also I forgot that I hadn't even talked about my day. Today I mowed the lawn. I was gonna rest today, and instead I mowed the back lawn, and then I did a bunch of pruning. And then I tried to plant out one of the cuttings that I cut to see if it'll grow. And then I made lunch and did dishes and dishes and dishes and dishes, and then I died and I laid down. Can't remember what else I did. Excuse me. Hello, Santos. Hello. Legamove's like, what are you doing at my house? Putting some lip balm on because my lips feel dry. And in my subtitle, rabbit hops, rabbit squeaks. Oh. I move the camera down and then he scoots his butt down even farther. Look at this mush. Look at this goose. Hey, Mumsy. Also, pictures of him from a year ago are much, much skinnier. Not saying we overfeed him, but he definitely was a growing boy. I need to repair these. I might come back and fly around after. Yeah, I basically, at the end of the stream yesterday, I zoomed all the way around here, and all the way around here, and all the way around here. Then I turned around. So I got like more than half of the ice area filled in. And I still need to turn off some more of these thingamajiggers. There was a cool place. This is a cool place. I would live there. And this is a cool place. I would live there. That's the ice harvest portal. Angie. Disable waypoint. Excuse Excuse me, disable waypoint. Alright. I'm assuming this portal is safe. Map tail. Oh, I'm in the wrong area to look at my map. Oh. A lot of things at 7, apparently. Guess could split it up on the sides, but where am I going? I could just go to my house. Could do some trading to try and... Oh, I was gonna go to the village. I can go to the village. Gather some materials. And then trade them all away. Oops. I effed it by come over to the overworld, but I can sleep. Neighbors' dogs were being incredibly annoying while I was trying to do pruning. So at one point, while the neighbors were in their backyard, standing there talking and ignoring the dog's barking, I just very loudly said to the dog, "I also live here." And then they told their dog to shut up. Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, I hope that they felt, like, guilty and ashamed. Because they let those dogs bark at all hours pretty much every single day. And it's like, when you're housebound, that's all the time. So all the time, I have dogs barking in my ear. And when they're not barking, they're running back and forth on the fence with their chain on their collar going ding-a-ding-ding-a-ding-ding-ding-a-ding-ding-a-ding-ding-a-ding for hours. And it's like, I have to live with your dogs more than you do. But it's like, all I'm doing is like pruning a tree and the dogs are just barking like I'm killing someone. And it's like, chill. I prune these trees all the time. I've been living here longer than you have. And the thing is too, like when these people moved in at the time, like, originally when they moved in, they didn't have any dogs. They only had one cat. And the first thing that we said to them was, oh yeah, the person that moved out before you, they had 2 dogs that they left in the yard all day yapping, and it was torture, and it was terrible, and we're so glad that you don't have that. Then they got like 15 yappy dogs, and never stopped them from barking. Yeah, what did I do? Yeah, I had to, because I had to pick up all the stuff on the lawn, and then mow, and then put everything back where it was. And then I was gonna cut some more branches because the kitty's been liking like sleeping on the. Because I keep deadheading the bud layer so that there's like the flowers last longer, you know, so that all the butterflies and everything have something to eat. But yeah, so I've basically been deadheading every couple days. And Kitty has decided that whenever I do deadhead, he likes laying on the branches, and he doesn't want me to take the branches away. But the branches he had were like kind of all old and filled with slugs. So I was like, I'll give you some new branches. So I did some deadheading, and then I was like, this cherry tree is really in the way and really reaching over this other bush, and maybe I should trim it back a bit. So I did that, and then I ended up, one part I cut off was like going over top of the other bushes, and it's like basically a small tree sized. So I'm like, well, let's see if we can get this to grow again, and put some stuff on it, scored the bottom of it, stuck it in a pot of dirt, and then I was like, okay, I'm dead now. My everything hurts. I probably shouldn't have done all that. So then I did dishes and made lunch. Tomorrow is going to be my doing sweet fuck all unless it's like something relaxing and restful day. One of the things that I did, because yesterday I did the pressure washing, it also kind of like weeded some of the, you know, when you're pressure washing between slabs and you like kind of chop all the little weeds out. So the concrete slabs in our backyard basically are a little bit more open now, and it's like, oh, maybe now if I put that mat down I could do some jump rope and I wouldn't be hitting 1,000 things. So maybe I'll try that tomorrow. Definitely have to wear some headphones though, because those dogs will yap for sure. I should also mention these are the same people that are like running power tools at all hours of the day. So it's just extra frustrating that it's like, oh, so the dogs are telling me that I'm not allowed to exist in my own backyard, but you never stop making noise. Nice, our man. Sounds like fun. Oh, need to adjust the kitty cam, because Kitty's doing... No. I couldn't tell where his head was, but look at the tum! Window's kind of making him a little bit blown out there, but... Oh, Tom! Don't fall, please. I guess it looks more dangerous on camera than it is. He's okay.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going? How's the bread going?
It is in the oven. It did actually rise when, you know, I was proving it, so that's always good.
I feel like that might be...
seeing whether this will be an improvement or not, but...
I feel like that might be part of the problem whenever I've tried to make bread, is because a lot of the time I'm trying to make it in a place that, like, has no heat. So it's like a cold house.
What I have done for proving lately is I've been... words will come to me eventually. I put the oven on warm for like a few minutes, and then I put the bread in there to prove. Turning it off. So it's like slightly higher than ambient, but not that hot.
Yeah. When I was a kid, like, we had one of those warming drawers underneath the oven. But, I mean, it was just full of frying pans all the time, so...
Sounds familiar.
That's what that drawer is for. My current oven has the same thing. That's
the frying pan drawer.
Nah, for me it's holding baking pans. It's for holding things.
Yeah.
None of this nonsense called.
There isn't a drawer on the oven here, and I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with myself? Because it's like the only cupboard that there's basically space to put these things, like baking trays and frying pans and pots, is one of those cupboards where it goes deep into the corner, you know? So it's like you have to like reach around an area you can't even see into to try and put things in there, and I'm like, fuck my life. Trying to... it's very annoying. I need to get some new pots and pans.
I want more kitchen varieties of things. Like, I want, like, funnels, for example. Like, funnels. Basic thing, funnels. The way I've currently got things all crammed in there, there's really not much space for funnels.
Yeah.
Anything of that manner.
Well, it's like we bought a steamer years ago, and I don't think I've literally used it a single time because it was like... It's one of those things where when I was in Vancouver, like, I used a steamer all the time, and I just had a setting, and I set things to, and I did it, and it was done. But now I'm like, what are the... And on what setting how much water do you got? How long do you got it? What do you mean? Like, it just seems like way too complicated. I'm like, I'll just put a fucking pot on the oven and boil it.
Yeah, I'd like a steamer. Like, steamer, like, little containers for, like... One of the things I've not tried, but do enjoy and would like to attempt to learn to make is, like, bao and various dumplings and things of that manner. And, having something to steam them in that's made for steaming is something I would like to have, but I don't have space for that either.
Ah, fuck. Pressing spacebar when I'm in the farm. Yeah, we had a Lazy Susan in the house I grew up in the corner cabinet. It was very nice. Like, in hindsight, very nice. At the time, it was kind of scary, because it was the kind of, like, you'd have to be careful about overweighing, like, one corner. Because then it would, like, make noises like it was going to crack and break, and you're like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
My parents' house, they've redone the kitchen now, and I haven't actually been home since they redone the kitchen. But it has a Lazy Susan, and it's collapsed. Like, they were on, like, a pole, and they were falling down to the bottom. That's where we stored the cans, and, well, cans are heavy, so...
Yeah.
Results unsurprising. Yeah. Another thing, like, I've got enough space for either a slow cooker or a mixer, and I chose a mixer. Like a slow cooker.
I've never used a slow cooker. I've always wanted to try, but yeah, I've never used one.
It feels like something you might enjoy because you just, you throw everything in there and you set it on and you go about the rest of your day.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely...
Seems like something that would be suitable.
Yeah, lifestyle-wise. I definitely want to try more, like, meal prep kind of stuff. At least for me. So I can just, like, prep a bunch of stuff ahead of time and not have to, stop to cook something complicated. Or at least have, like, a backup meal kind of thing. But our fridge and freezer are so small.
Yeah.
Like, the fridge here originally, the one that had the door break and fall on my head, that one was closer to, like, a North American size. This one is not. This one is eensy-weensy. It's not that eensy-weensy. It's obviously smaller, but it's like way smaller than it was, and it's like not the kind of size you'd be able to like do a whole bunch of meal prep and stuff in, basically.
It's not something I've noticed much, but much from experience. But I think if I remember correctly, that like the European fridges and such are designed for, you just go pop down to the corner store and go get something. And
Yeah, it's definitely, especially like in France, like I know that's definitely a thing, that kind of place, where it's more about going and getting like fresh food at the market and stuff. But yeah, especially when you're housebound and you order your food in, it's like, it'd be nice to be able to buy things when they're on offer and then like, meal prep and then freeze it and then not have to worry about, oh, now this is not available anymore, kind of thing. Because that's something we've been having. I think the other week, literally, like, we order skim milk, and they just didn't give us any, and didn't give us any replacements. They're like, well, skim milk was out or something, I guess. I don't know. And it's like, all of the skim milk by all of the companies and all of the semi-skim milk? Really? The driver was like, yeah, that's fucked up. I don't know why the picker did that to you. But yeah, it's like, sometimes the weirdest things, it's like, no, it's just not available now. I don't even remember what it stands for, UHT. Well, we got some UHT milk the next week, just in case. That's the kind you like store in the cupboard.
Yeah.
Ow. Oh, and that was the thing too, the driver was saying today is, which I've been telling Tim for ages, because, like, I worked at Costco. The driver today was basically saying that sometimes, you know, if something's on a really good offer, like spinach or milk or bread or something, whatever, it doesn't matter what it is, all the pubs and bars and cafes will come in and, like, buy it by, you know, the bucket load, basically. And then normal people can't buy it in their groceries. And I'm like, that's what I've been telling you, Tim. That's the way it was at Costco, but instead they'd be buying it by the pallet load. Yeah, I think a lot of it is just, I wouldn't necessarily blame, like, the picker themselves. It's definitely one of those kinds of jobs that probably has a lot of high turnover, so, you know, people that are either not highly skilled, not highly trained, or are treated like shit. And then given, like, really short time frames to get their job done and stuff, so. But it is very frustrating sometimes, the shit that they pull, you know? Also, hi, Arman. I don't think you've said hi yet. This is the wrong door, because the one I want to go through has no door.
Figured this was gonna happen on at least one side. I don't have steep enough of a slope, or I didn't start far enough away.
Hmm.
So I'm butting up against the play zone.
Hmm.
Just fixing. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. Have to then go over it all again with something else.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bit tired.
Me too. I've been pushing myself really hard this week.
Yeah. The only kitchen appliance I want is I want to make myself a pizza oven.
You want to make a pizza oven, or just have a pizza oven that you've
make one, like make a brick oven.
I assume that doesn't work in an apartment.
No.
Where can I put this?
How is, like, real estate in Iceland? I'm guessing because it's small, it's pretty expensive, or what?
So you basically can't get like studio apartments or anything like that. They don't make enough of them, and like they always expect only like families to buy houses. So it's always like 3-4 bedroom houses that they make. And yeah, then it's just ridiculously expensive.
I know there's the same kind of problem with a lot of, like, northern Canada, northern BC, northern Alberta specifically, where a lot of people basically go there for work because that's where the work is, but then it's like, but nobody stays there, so, like, there's nowhere to live. There's, like, no accommodations or anything.
Well,
And everything's just, like, prohibitively expensive.
There is this one company that I'm talking to, which they like make apartments that they rent out, but the rent goes into buying the house. So over time, something like that. It's like a Danish system, and I'm not 100% sure how it works. But anyways,
here they're called a land contract here in America.
Maybe. Anyways, I'm talking to one of those companies, and hopefully I will get an apartment in like a year or two. But right now I'm just renting from family, and it's awful.
Yeah, I think that the starter home, not quite the same problem, but similar in the U.S., is just not a thing that we build much anymore. Everyone's build like 4 or 5 bedroom, or like homes that are like larger and more expensively priced because that's what builders make profit on. And then, you know, lo and behold, there's no, this is your first home with your first kid. Everyone's a little cramped. Starter home doesn't exist much.
Yeah. But then also, the government here also has like a thing where you can buy a house with a loan from like the government or something, and then like they pay like 40% to the house, but then they have all of these like stupid restrictions that say it has to be this kind of house and has to be new, and like there's no house that fits that like stuff. So I don't know, it's stupid.
I'm gonna go check out the Ender because I haven't done that yet, and maybe steal some Enderman balls. I don't remember which direction it is on. Is it this way? Might be this way. I'm gonna go check the signs down here.
I think it's south.
South?
No, the end is off the north tunnel, I think.
Oh, it is 7. Okay.
Yeah, it's like far into the tunnel.
Opposite JK, okay. You'd think I know what's in this tunnel, but I don't.
Yeah, and it's like the next one.
Aha. Yeah.
I have creepers in my building.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Mr. Torchman, maybe you need some torches.
It's like Mr. Torchland, the tune of Mr. Sandman.
Let me borrow one of these. bring some of this stuff back to spawn, actually.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff there.
Just like random stuff. And put it in some shulker boxes and bring it back. Oh, my eyeball keeps twitching.
My apartment smells like bread. This is probably a good sign.
I was gonna say, that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's like, you know...
Smell fresh bread.
It's like, you know, when you're like cooking lunch and it doesn't, you know, when it starts smelling like lunch.
Yeah. Oh, there's a reason I haven't really gotten into breaking bread. Bread is just, it's functional. It's not something that I, like, enjoy. But in this case, it's kind of I don't want to make bread because the stuff I've gotten from the store has not met standards for what I want, so. I think I'm heading for tough.
Yeah, I like making bread. Just the bread that I know how to make is not good. I was taught how to make like very dense bread. And I don't like it.
I got Paul Hollywood's book on bread.
Yeah. I've got a cookbook that's just bread, and every time I open it, I'm like, maybe I'll make something. I look at the quantities, because it's like, I don't know what the cookbook is. It was gotten for me for Christmas, but every recipe is like industrial quantities, and it's like, I don't feel like dividing this recipe 50 times. I don't like this cookbook, and I close it, and I go somewhere else. So
Sounds like you need a new cookbook.
Used bookstore and just sell that one somewhere. But I've got the Joy of Cooking, and it has the baguette recipe I'm trying. It's also got bread and all sorts of other recipes, so.
Alright, now people can actually find pumpkins, because it's just basically pumpkins, some scaffolding, some arrows, and some wood.
So, Fed, if you want to trade for emeralds, you're welcome to come over to Quay and I's base. The farms are overflowing into the lava trash cans.
Oh no!
Well, there's a reason there's a lava trash can.
Oh no.
Not all of them, but the older ones are for sure.
Yeah, touch
Got
this
an
bit.
entire chest of hay bales.
Hey.
Chest of hay bales.
Are you gonna come show me?
I can show you, yeah, sure.
Don't forget your pumpkin.
I'll never wear pumpkin.
Lagamove says industrial quantities of bread, you say? Oh no, sorry, not Lagamove. Burb says.
Hey, someone put the Enderman head here.
Alright. Down we go?
Sure, yeah. I want to put like snow thing down here, but I haven't been to the snow biome to get the snow thing.
Snow thing?
Oh,
powdered snow.
If you put like, powdered snow,
Yeah.
you can put a carpet on top of it and then you just fall on it. You don't take any damage.
So is it? Oh yeah, glass above us. With carpet on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to set my volume. No, volume.
I may unmute these guys.
What? Oh my god. What'd you say?
I said I muted these guys long ago.
Yeah. Okay. I have it turned down now. I literally couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna steal some of these. Take them back to spawn. Grab some of these Enderman heads. Sure, somebody will need them back at for whatever. I think Crazy was saying something about Enderman heads for a thing, but he probably has one of these already. I'm gonna whack some. Oh, Jesus, that was... Okay, I need to add that one to the sounds.
It's funny because I've got... When I was making the custom pack to make frogs louder, I also just basically nearly muted the Enderman death sound because them I can deal with at a lower. I can deal with a little better. It's just adjust the hostile mob thing versus the sudden death auditory assault.
Yeah. That's probably fine, right? Maybe? There we go. Oh my god, that's so much better. Still pretty satisfying.
Yeah. I still think like the LI, whatever, farm
LA.
is faster.
Oh, okay. Wait, I got a new noise. What is that one? And where is it?
Yeah.
Enderman Stare.
You can just search Enderman.
Yeah, I think it's just popping up the ones that are like recent, so it didn't show up before, but... Yeehaw!
But yeah, it's a very simple thing, simple farm. I like minimalism, so...
Yeah.
Oh.
You just threw your axe in there. It's probably... It might be in the hoppers behind the chest.
That's the thing that always makes you worried about whatever Enderman ball collection and disposal system is. What if someone throws something in there?
Yeah, it's okay if it's gone.
No, wait! I'm trying to like check the hoppers, but I can't check the hoppers, so I'm checking the... I'm trying to take stuff out of the hoppers. Because I could maybe squeeze to...
My bread's ready.
And that's not ready, but I need to figure out how to...
I got it.
Yeah. Hear me.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just in the hoppers still. I'm gonna put it in this chest here. There you go. I didn't want to throw it on the ground. There you go. Alright, well, I got an inventory full of ender pearls. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. It's very nice, though. Very nice. It does the job. Oh god, you're already gone. God, I hate the end.
I still need to fix
the water.
No, like I was fixing something, so like 2 black boxes up here. It should be glass. Oh yeah, I put this if people want to have boats to like ship through. Some people just put random stuff, I guess.
Dunno.
I forgot to put boats in there.
I was like, you know there's no boats in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Minor details.
Yeah, minor details.
Double checking that I have a pumpkin on. Put some in here. that.
Oh, now I have to run back to the end, like tunnel to get my horse.
Oh, because you didn't set your spawn.
Yeah.
No, trapdoors stay here. Blocks can stay here. And I'm good on that. I gotta get out of here. My eyeball. Well, I guess my eyelid twitching. I see your horse. Your horse is fine.
Yeah.
Alright, time to go deposit some shiz at the storage house. Oh, I could also get some more shulker boxes and grab more stuff at least one of the trial chambers near my house. Hello.
Hey.
Kitty, you gonna settle down again? Or are you just gonna sit like that the whole time? Anyone need sleep?
Yeah, but it's not a necessity.
Just because I'm near my bed, but I'm gonna run away from my bed. So if we needed sleep now, I guess I'll touch bed at least. Kitty, what are you doing? Why are you itching? You already had the flea stuff. Huh? What you itching about?
The bread, well, it rose while it was proofing. I don't know if it rose much while it was baking.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about baking bread. And I think most of the times I've tried doing it has been failures.
The only reason I know stuff about baking bread is because of the Great British Baking Show, Bake Off.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've watched a shitload of cooking shows, but I don't remember any of it. None of that is kept in my brain. I just go, wee, cooking show, and then it exits my brain immediately.
I remember it, but that doesn't mean I can actually successfully execute it.
I feel like a lot of the time when I make a recipe for the first time, it goes amazingly, and I'm like, wow, this is easy. And then I try making a recipe a second time, and it fails horribly, and I'm like, what did I do differently? You know?
Yeah. My thing is I'll make a recipe like, oh, yeah, I should do this and this differently. But then I don't make the recipe again for 6 months. And I knew there was something I wanted to change. What was it?
Guess that's not important to transport. Leave that there.
What are you referring to that I can move?
Oh, for me maybe? Since I'm trying to do like recipes that are originally in cups and stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
I think I heard somewhere recently that teaspoons and tablespoons are different in different countries. Is this true?
I have not heard anything about this.
I'm unaware.
I know, like, America just uses different measuring systems.
Yeah, but...
For kids and stuff.
Yeah, but that's what I mean is like, because teaspoons and tablespoons, I thought was like a standardized thing, but I'm not sure if it is or not.
No, I don't think it's the same in Europe.
But like I've bought
America.
like because what I'm saying is like I've bought like teaspoon and tablespoon like sets here, but it's like if they're a different
Yeah.
teaspoon and tablespoon measurement, then that could fuck me up too.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd use my kitchen scale much, but it's so much easier just to put a bowl on the scale and then just pour
Yeah, not have
flour
to
into it.
make mess of every single thing you have in your kitchen. Like trying to
Well,
measure like a teaspoon of this and a, you're like, okay, now I need a quarter teaspoon of this, so I gotta make a mess of this little scoop thingy and
the
yeah.
quarter teaspoons, like the things that are like powders, like, sugar and the like, I don't mind at all measuring those out individually. I've got plenty of little teaspoon measures and such. And the dry stuff I won't clean it afterwards. It's like, it's dry, I'll blow it off, put it back in the cupboard. But the flour, because it's the packing issue, as like Moof refers to, I will weigh out often now, just because.
Oh yeah, packing problem. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. It's confusing too sometimes, because I've seen like some scales that are like, oh, it weighs in like milliliters and grams and like liquid things, and everyone in the like, replies is like, are you fucking kidding me? Like that's the same thing. You don't need to have a separate thing for that. And I'm like, IDK, bro, you're just trying to sell me a thing, and I'm reading the thing, and you're telling me things.
Yeah, my scale will have ounces and fluid ounces on it. It's an electric, like, thing. Actually, I had to place batteries once on it. In fact, I successfully did that. It means I actually use it.
Yeah, I've definitely had issues with, like, weights and whatever.
I've used it more, though, for weighing how much yarn I've used than I have for baking.
I would use I think that's the thing. It's not that I don't like using weights. It's just that a lot of the recipes I find are not in weights. They're in like cups and stuff. So it's like, okay, well, I guess this is what I'm doing now. All right, some food. All the weapons.
Bread may be ready. Here we.
All right. Whoops.
You have an Android phone, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In the calculator, there is like measurements, like converter and stuff for like kits and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean that's what I mean. Is like if you try to convert like a cup, you can't convert it to like weights because it's not a weight. It's like a physical measurement, and it doesn't make any sense. And that's the thing. So if you try to convert, you have to be like, okay, how much of a, like, if you say a cup of flour, how much is that supposed to be versus a cup of brown sugar or a cup of sugar or a cup of.
I've got a measuring cup that I'm pretty sure I got from IKEA that has like the cup measurements, and then along with that, it's got the ounce measurements, and it'll show you the like the milliliters. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Dry. If you have a cup, it'll show you on that edge exactly how much in a metric system that equates to.
Yeah, I think it's just like, because like if you like, for me, like when I was growing up, like there were certain recipes where, you just scoop the cup into like flour and then you dump it, right? But like brown sugar, it was always like you scoop it in the brown sugar and then you squish it down. So it's like that would weigh more or less than if you like didn't pack it in. Like that's the thing. So it's like, what the fuck? So I think that might be part of the problem. Like I don't know, like also using like, I know there's some recipes I've tried making and I'll use like a butter substitute instead of butter, and it's like I think that probably fucked me up too. And like all-purpose flour it's not really a thing here. They have an equivalent, but I always forget which one it is. So I'm like, all-purpose flour, does that mean self-raising or does that mean plain? And I'm like, so
Plain.
Yeah, which is, well, I don't know about that. Depends. But yeah, I'm gonna go on my break. I'll be back.
I have something very important to say.
Kitty just wants me to go up and down the stairs as many times as possible.
I'm making sure you get your exercise in.
Oh, I got my exercise in. I don't need his help. I've definitely done like 5 times more my quota this week than I should have. What were you saying?
It's bread.
It's bread?
Flat. It sounds hollow. I should probably figure out one of the ones I want to try and see, open up and see how it looks.
Thank you, Key, for 53 months and making me want Chinese food, even though I still have trauma from the last time I had it. And hello, Shaitan, and yes, we were mostly talking about all the ways I've fucked up baking bread and other things. And also just all the regional differences of trying to cook things. I see a guy. I see 2 guys. Oh, I see 1 guy now. Dave, there's a guy. There's not a guy. Yeah, Fal's baking bread, or was baking bread. So we're talking about like the difference between... Because we don't have all-purpose flour over here.
No?
No. There's plain and, well, as far as I know at least, there's plain and there's baking. No, what is it? What did I say? Plain and...
Self-raising.
Self-raising. Yep.
I ever mentioned, like,
This isn't where I'm going.
summer, I was home and I was bored. And I decided to organize my mother's baking cabinet. Because I was tired of opening it and things trying to fall on my head. Guess how many types of flour she had?
That's the thing, though. I was going to say, because I know there's, like... There's different countries of flour, and then there's, like, different protein amounts in flour, and then there's, like... God, what's the flour I'm trying to think of? Yeah, I know there's millions of types of flour. And I think I even had some of them originally at some point when I was in Canada. How many?
12.
Nice. I think I might have had 3 or 4 here at one point, because it was like, we were trying like a gluten-free one, and like some other one, and then the normal ones.
Yeah, it was like almond, spelt, gluten-free, bread flour, cake flour, all-purpose, self-raising, and like 1 or 2 others.
Mm. Yeah, I was just talking about all the different ways that I could fuck up recipes here. It's like, I'm trying to use Canadian recipes with, like, cups and teaspoons, but the cups and teaspoons apparently may or may not be standardized sizes, so the cups and teaspoons I have here might be different than the ones I grew up with, size-wise. Different, like, sea level, humidity, the water hardness is different here, definitely. Using, like, butter replacements or something, which might have fucked my shit up. The flours being different and me using the wrong one, probably. What other ways have I probably fucked up recipes here? Yeah, the oven's different than the one I grew up with. It's like a fan oven.
Convection oven?
No, fan. Specifically when you, like, look at, like on all of the things, like if you buy, like, fries or chips or whatever, like frozen fries, on the bag it'll say this degrees temperature or this degrees fan. And that's for, like, a fan oven. So it's probably convection, but it's referred to as fan oven.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a picture of the bread and cut it in half and...
Nice.
Back.
Yeah, what I'm saying, though, I don't know how it works. All I know is that everything is, like, this degrees if it isn't a fan oven, and this degrees if it is a fan oven. And then also the oven we have is, like, 16 plus years old, and the seal on it doesn't work very well. That probably also fucks with my shit. Thinking and doing is hard at the same time. Where's Deep Slate at? Not a Deep Slate one? Oh, there it is. Not the skeleton, no! Got this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, I brought a lot of stuff back from a few different places. So what'd you find, like a 2 wide hole? 3 skeletons in a 1 by 1. Nice. I'm gonna smelt that instead of putting it in here. 4, wow. No, that's okay. Books. Literal bone hole. Knock it back. It's very crunchy.
Very. Well, I suppose it's fine bread, but I don't think it's the right bread for what I want to use it for. Oh well. It's, I assume it's the mic's picking up the crunchiness.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, either that or I'm psychic.
No, I heard it. Sounds delicious.
Any other food in here? Speaking of, get that all at once.
Yep, I've shared pictures.
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Discord.
Take some of this stuff.
The crust is like my bread knife was not happy with it.
To
cut it from the side.
There's a guy. Dave, there's a guy. I only see one guy. Yeah, I struggle, because sometimes I really crave, like, sourdough. But I don't want the, like, rock-hard, chews up your teeth and your mouth kind of sourdough. I want the, like, a little bit crispy, but, like, mostly just, like, kind of chewy and soft sourdough. And that's not the kind of sourdough you normally get at, like, a store. I don't have access to, like, a bakery easily. And doing a whole sourdough starter is another level of baking that I have not touched.
I think this would be better if there's something to dip it in. Just put butter on it. Having a nibble. Because I guess why not?
anything this way. Yeah, okay. The guy is like below the piano. Ermagerd. I think I'm the only person that's put any end stone in here. Hello.
Hello. I am late because, spaghetti sauce.
Mom's spaghetti sauce?
Grandmom's. I too see a random zombie floating off in the distance.
Oh no, it's just because Dave's doing the looking for things holding things thing.
Okay.
It like lights them up. I was just telling him there was one there because I didn't know if he'd been in that area yet. How is the spaghetti sauce?
A lot easier than I remembered. But, me being me, it required a bunch of other steps. And it also just takes a long time.
Yeah, it was like me today when I was like, I'm just gonna speedrun mowing and then I'm gonna rest for the rest of the day. And then instead of that, I had to like tidy the entire backyard, move everything, mow the entire backyard, move everything back, and then do a bunch of pruning and deadheading. And then prune a branch long enough that I'm like, I should make this into a tree if it can become a tree, if it wants to be a tree, and then I have to like get dirt and get a pot and get the bone meal and, you know, like actually try and like rehabilitate this twig into a tree.
The bone meal?
Yeah, bone meal.
Okay.
It's a real thing. I swear.
The meal of bones.
It's a real thing that you use on plants. Not that. That goes there. Did I accidentally? Yes, I accidentally turned up the sensitivity on my mouse. I do that way too often. But I like immediately notice because I'm like, this feels wrong.
That's better than first bite.
Yeah.
Cause see how my loaves are nowhere near equally sized. I wanted them to be equally sized, and I failed. So I took the end off one of the longest one.
Oh. Put this there and that there. I can sleep.
Oh, crap. I was not prepared for this caving mission. good. I don't have my mace right now. Do
Be a good time to whack somebody?
Yes. Aww. Stupid skeleton. Although I don't think it's enchanted all the way yet.
Huh?
Aw, I missed. Aha!
Uh-huh.
They were holding string.
Oh. Well, there wasn't previously heads in there, so or ender heads in there, so now there's ender heads in there.
My stream is struggling for some reason.
Hmm.
I don't know if anybody else's is.
I don't have any dropped frames on my end, but could be a Twitch thing or something.
You just put your orange shulker box back in.
Oh, that was a while ago. I didn't have a concrete chest.
Ah! This hole.
Alright. That's all that stuff emptied. Yeah, apparently there's a terracotta one. Maybe I just saw, I thought. Yeah, terracotta. But there's a couple things that we probably could take the chest away from, like the whole chest for flint and steel. Or at least put it upstairs or something, I don't know. And there's separate boxes for leaves for these wood chests, which I've been putting the leaves in here anyways. No acacia. So we have two other than chasing down a zombie.
I need to figure that out.
Hmm.
Part of the reason why I haven't played much this week. Funny to do, just no ambition to do it.
Hmm.
I've got finished the exterior of the pumpkin farm. Probably some more decorating. I got to figure out a proper way to get the villagers up and down in this spot.
Mm-hmm.
Pathing. I hate, or not hate, it's a strong word. I really just like the farm that I made.
I see another one, Dave.
It is not very attractive.
Hmm.
It is also
I see two.
like the completely wrong aspect ratio.
Oh no.
Like I wanted something slender and tall,
Uh-huh.
and this is wide and stubby.
Uh-huh. Oh, I see three. I got
Might be
trifecta.
good for some things, but it is not good for the thing that I wanted it to be. Visually, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I should probably whatever that would look like. Let's see what I can do.
Are you an intentional guy? I believe you. Don't know if you're intentional or not. Yeah. It's a wet zombie. Or, yeah, like literally like a zombie that fell into the boat and then got wet and then became a drowned. He's got gold armor on.
God, imagine if drowned wore armor.
Mm-hmm.
Ingram. It'd sink right to the bottom.
Imagine if
Maybe.
wearing armor made it so you couldn't swim.
It also murdered my face.
Mm-hmm. Look at these pictures. Mmm. I'm hungry now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just threw away the bread we had because it was moldy.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I'm attempting to make bread. Is last time I bought like baguette bread, sort of, for sandwiches, and it didn't last the week anywhere near close. It just lasted like literally 2 days, and it was moldy. And it's like, come on, what a waste of money.
Did you see that desk video I posted the other day, or today, or yesterday? I don't remember.
Desk?
Where would I put it? I think I put it in
Oh,
general.
I have something very important to say.
Desk.
Yeah, in general media sharing yesterday.
The fantasy person desk?
It says philosophy desks. They're basically like puzzle desks.
Yeah.
Nightcast, thank you for 28 months.
So like those
Well, I was saying it was
game desks.
Yeah, I was saying it was like the desk that a video game character would own, because it's like
not video game. Video game.
because it was like one of the drawers. You instead of the drawer knob pulls out and it's a wand, and then you touch the tip of the wand to like the fang of a snake on a different part of the panel, and it opens like a secret panel, and then you like push a different knob in and like twist an owl head, and then like some other secret panel pops up. It's like, what the fuck? It's cool.
Didn't watch that, but I did watch Spacey's video on all the plants growing. I was slightly disappointed when it wasn't just one tree growing.
Well, yeah, if you read the comments, there's a lot of people that are like, what the fuck? Oh, I found another one, Dave. Because especially on mobile, like the end of the title cuts off, so you don't see the part that says like compilation. But I don't know if it was like specifically malicious. It's just
got into it. I figured that it was like a compilation.
Yeah.
Especially since they did like peppers like 3 or 4 different times. So it's like clearly you were just double dipping and wanted a pepper plant and.
It was definitely high quality footage. It was like well recorded and stuff, but yeah, it was just like, oh, okay.
There were quite a few where I'm like, wish they had gone longer with them. But I've only watched it because I watched it.
I think to get an apple tree and start from scratch.
Well, that's the thing with an apple tree is you're not going to get like the apple you.
Yeah, apple trees are literally the worst one to do. Out of everything.
Like, get a graft of the apple that you actually a graft from the tree that you actually want.
Oh, hugs, Nightcast. Well, thank you for the resub anyways, even if you can't make it much. You'll have to post dog pictures. Well, you don't have to, but you could. Yeah, like literally out of all the things, I think apple would be the word. There was something else that they grew, and I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna... Like, there's certain plants that, like, you can grow from whatever seed, especially, like, from the grocery store or something, but it doesn't actually mean you're gonna get anything, like, edible or whatever out of it. But yeah, that's the thing that always was interesting. I watched, like, at least one entire documentary about apple trees. That's the thing with like the cherry tree thing that I planted today. I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna do anything, but even if it just makes a cool tree, like we don't get very many cherries off the tree anyways. But it was just like a really nice branch that looked like it would make a good tree. So I was like, well, I'll try to grow it, see if it grows. And if it grows, maybe the neighbor will like it. Oh, I see one, Dave. I see one. Honk.
Yeah, I heard that.
Blame my neighbors.
I get plenty of honking. Right next to a light.
Hmm?
live right next to a light that's the direction that I live in is just one lane for all three ways, and it's often backed up, so people will honk.
Yeah, when I was in Vancouver, I lived 2 blocks from a hospital, 2 blocks from a fire station, and 1 block from basically the gay party district.
Yes, and I don't know where that would be.
And the like behind us, like in basically our back door of our apartment, like our balcony was facing onto the alleyway, which was full of people with metal shopping carts full of glass and pop cans rattling their way down the street at like 2 a.m. Very noisy, basically. Everything was noisy.
Yeah.
My dorm sophomore year was literally like, the next building over was the emergency, like where the ambulances went. But in some ways that was better because by the time they got there, they actually turned their sirens off because they had the light that would automatically change for them.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they did a little bit of that for the fire and the hospital, but it definitely was a lot of like when they would like start up the alarm, like start up the siren, and it's like, for fuck's sake. I don't actually know where the closest police station was at the time. Probably close. It was downtown Vancouver.
I assume Vancouver has a subway.
Like the sandwiches?
No, like the...
Oh, the SkyTrain. Yeah, they have SkyTrains that are also underground sometimes. But they're called SkyTrains.
SkyTrains, famous for their being underground.
Sometimes, but a lot of the time they're above ground. I'm assuming it was just to make it so it's a more unique thing to call it than a subway, which is like, just a generic term.
Most of the time I found that they'll call it like whatever abbreviation it is for the location.
Oh, yeah.
Or like the transit authority is what it'll end up being called.
I don't know what the pass is. They added a pass like after I left, so I don't know what the pass is called. But I know they were doing like a thing that was like a contest to name the pass or whatever. Yeah, no, SkyTrain. And because it was, the annoying thing about the SkyTrain was that it stopped running a lot of the time at like 10 or 11. And it's like, the entire fucking point, of having a transit system like this is so that people can get home from work and being drunk and whatever else. And then it's like, the first trains wouldn't run till like 5 or 6, and it's like, I go to work at 4. This is completely useless to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like, yeah, they would run. They wouldn't run late enough. They wouldn't run early enough for me, anyways. And then most of the time for me, it was like, I was working downtown and I was living downtown, so it's like, hypothetically, I could take the SkyTrain from my work like 2 or 3 stops and it would be closer to my house, but not that much closer, and I'd still have to walk a bunch of blocks. And it's like, I mean, at the time I was walking like 25 kilometers, I think, a week to and from work. Something like that. Oh, I found one, Dave! Where is this one? Is this one like in a village? What's going on over here? God, I wish my eyelid would stop twitching.
I thought I saw one, and then I realized it was just a spawner marker. From the mod.
Oh, one of these. Ah, yes. It's a zombie villager in a igloo.
It's very obvious there's a secret underneath it.
And a fox.
The Did it say anything?
White fox. So I could zoom around and finish filling in the map area over here.
Chickens in a hole.
Since I'm just running around in circles anyways.
You know, I wasn't sure I could do it, but I might be able to get 18 holes on this island.
Ooh.
I'm stuck in this hole now.
Freaking zombie pig man out here at the golf course. He's standing next to an open door, and he's got I don't want it's closed.
Yeah. Oh. Just being a jerk.
How did it?
Yeah. What'd you do? Oh, compass cards. Thanks, Shaitan. Compass cards. I was gonna say, I should have Googled it before I got into the sky.
Oh, I put it inside a leaf block.
Oh, water?
That prevented it from... Oh, for...
It's a big hole in the ground. Double ravine.
Not even that big of a hole.
I mean, I am like 100 blocks in the air. Oh, somebody lives here.
Where are you?
I don't know, there's a beacon though.
There's, I know that there's Lagamuth and Athena out in the snow.
Yeah, no, it's not either of those, because I passed them yesterday. Good for the bus or the SkyTrain. Oh. Yeah. If that existed when I was there, I would have had that for sure. Actually, I probably wouldn't have. I was poor as fuck. I used to buy like the paper ticket 10-pack at like the corner store. And just keep it in my wallet. And then anytime I needed to take the bus, I just had like a book of tickets.
The only time I have ever ridden a bus other than school is was in college. Go from the parking lot to the actual campus.
Yeah, I didn't ride a school bus.
And that was free.
Oh, that's nice. This is an interesting place. Very high in the sky. There's a floating island! Like a good one. Look at this.
Wow, that's really floating.
Yeah. And it's above like one of those huge like kind of shattered areas, but it's like spruce, not. There's a freaking polar bear in the middle of the ocean. Also, I found a guy. I found two guys. I found many guys. Oh, these might just be drowned. Yeah, look at that.
There are 5 of the guys.
It's pretty cool.
Get up and stir my stuff. Hello, Mr. Creeper.
Reloadable credit card, tap and go. Yeah, that would have been convenient. Of course, they wait to do that until, like, well after they changed the Canadian money and fucked everything up, too. It's like, it costs everybody so much money to, like, change all the machines because none of them could accept the new money. That was, like, one of the biggest things is they changed the money and then, like, everyone was, like, late for work, basically, because they couldn't you know, pay for tickets for SkyTrain and stuff.
Someone apparently went to our iron farm and bought some iron. That's the only way I can explain the fact that there's 64 diamonds in the iron chest.
Bulk order right at the source. Skip the middleman.
Yeah, we don't even have a shop for it, so...
Oh, I found an LA. This might be one of the escapees. Hello, guy. Wasn't me.
That was me.
I don't have like a lead, otherwise I'd put you like in this igloo for someone to come get.
Can you attract them with items?
Oh. I don't know how these guys work. I've never done anything with them.
If you give them an item, they'll be like kind of yours and they'll try to follow you.
Well, I'm like zooming around on an elytra, so that's not going to work very well.
Only they had wings too.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know how fast they
don't
go.
care what that's
They'll just be like, "Oh, I lost you." Too bad, so sad.
No, they'll still try to follow you if they ever get loaded again, I think. I'm not sure.
They're pretty cool when we're not like punishing them for XP.
Rip sheep.
Allays, you can give them items and then they'll pick up items and put them where a note block is that you've set up for them to do so. But you can only give them one item and they can only go a certain distance to pick items up. They also dance.
I think they can pick up unstackables and stack them somehow, but I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, no, I just more meant like you couldn't be like, okay, here's an inventory of items, go please pick up all these things. It's like one item type, like one thing. So if you give it like dirt, it'd pick up dirt. I feel like I shouldn't leave this guy alone out here. Apparently it's break time though, so I'm gonna have to literally do that.
Can't figuratively do it.
I mean, like, literally, I'm leaving on a break. I'll be back.
Me too.
Wow, that is a very emotive dog. Oh, there's a second batch. Very cute. Much doggo. Oh, delay is still around. Hello. Right here. My guy.
You have to hand like click on them to give them the item.
Oh, that was the next thing I was gonna try. But he flew away. Also, that's not how you do it with any other creature in Minecraft.
No.
No.
Imagine it's to give you more control over the...
Yeah, but still, it's like, it's completely the opposite of every other thing in Minecraft where you, like, just throw it at them. Come here, you. I can't reach you when you're... Oh, there's another one! There's two! Okay, got one. Can I get this other one, too? Bring them back to spawn. Oh. Llamas, chickens, and white sheep all in one spot.
Oh my.
It just looks funny, like, from above, just seeing all these different shape white blobs. Why you fly so high? Come down here. Eh. There we go. Okay. How far away from spawn I am? Very. That's fine. That's a journey. You come with me? If I go this way, follow? You see the doggo pictures?
I saw doggo.
Mm-hmm.
Tax has been paid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
so last weekend I did some cleaning in the morning
Uh-huh.
and was getting ready to wrap it up,
Uh-huh.
or at least wrap some of it up for stream time.
Uh-huh.
And I moved my desk to clean out underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
It really needed it, but that necessitated unplugging
Oh, yeah.
the modem, and
Mm-hmm.
then when I went to go plug it back in, it didn't work.
Oh, no. Yeah, we heard a little bit about that from Val.
And I tried everything that I could possibly think of.
Mm-hmm.
This is a relatively new remodel for an apartment. it's still a decade old, but that it's still new enough that it has well, of the right generation to have cable outlets everywhere. Coax cable outlets. Random discussion, or random thought, but Melly, when they were doing Decked Out, one day mentioned that they haven't seen a coaxial cable in years. I guess that's not a thing over there?
Not really, no.
Lucky.
I think we have internet over, like, telephone line, mostly. Because over here, for the most part, you don't have, like, a million telephone poles with lines in the air. A lot of the telephone line is, like, underground.
It probably should be.
Yeah, so it's like it doesn't get like knocked out every time there's a stiff breeze. And the thing is too, like a lot of the time the wind speed we get here is frequently like what in places in America they'd be like, "Oh my god, it's like hurricane speed winds." And here we're like, "No, it's Tuesday." But because it's all brick houses and all of the like I say, all the power or a lot of the internet lines and stuff like that are all underground, all the telephone lines and stuff. It's like, it's more like it's the opposite of the situation where we're like, well, we don't have any fucking air conditioning. It's the opposite. We're like, well, this is the stuff we are prepared for, where it's like, less susceptible to that kind of thing. But yeah, like we're telephone line here, and yeah, I guess coax is only available in some places. And I think that's the thing is, if we did upgrade to something else, which we'll have to do in the next couple of years, I think, it'll be straight to fiber. Because fiber is more available than coax.
I think coax here is underground, mostly.
I'm trying to think. I think I don't remember. But yeah, in Canada, coax is everywhere.
Yeah.
So, like, it's like if you have internet on a phone line, it's like, what the fuck? Are you in the dark ages? But it's like here that just is, everything is on the phone line. But there is people on our street that have fiber, so if we wanted to get fiber, it wouldn't be too bad. Like, it's not like they'd have to run a line all the way to us, kind of thing. But I think there's something with, because the thing is, like, same with, like, terrestrial television and radio and stuff, like, they're kind of phasing out certain things.
As opposed to extraterrestrial television.
Yeah, as opposed to satellite television and internet television. It's like, just, like, different things based on, like, radio waves or towers and stuff. Like, they're changing a lot of the way that works. So, I think that's something that's also going to affect, like, our phone line, or phone, and internet. Because the thing is here, a lot of the time, if you want to have, like, internet, like, they're pushing a lot more of fiber and stuff. But also, almost everywhere now is just doing, like, oh, if you want a phone line, it's going to be VoIP. Like, a lot of places won't even, like, sell you, like, an actual phone line. So it's like, oh, okay, so if you want to have a phone line, like, you have to pay extra for that, or, like, do a separate thing for that. And then if you're on VoIP, it's like, oh, okay, well, now you have to power, like, a battery backup, and if you have, like, medical equipment or anything like that, you're gonna have to, like, work with your manufacturer, because we don't cover that shit, and it's all complicated.
Yeah. Anyway, I, like, went out and bought...
I thought that was the end of the story.
No.
Oh.
I went out and bought a second modem because... that's why I said, like, this is going off on a tangent.
Oh, okay.
Tried to say. Because I said...
Oh, shit.
Oh, with it, I want bloody internet.
Oh, there you go.
And... even though I only ended up using it for about a day. Because the Eris is the modem that I bought to replace my Spectrum one, and it's worked great other than this. Like, I just plugged it in, and it's just worked ever since then, and I haven't had any issues with it. It's been on a battery backup. But, anyway, yeah, it was just impossible to tell what was wrong with it. Eris customer support, decided that nobody needs, nobody has a problem on Sundays. And, Spectrum was like, well, if I can't see it, I can't do anything. So that would need to wait for a tech to come see you tomorrow. And like, okay, fine, I'll schedule an appointment for tomorrow when I'm off from work. And I get my internet changed out, the modem changed out, and it works for the rest of the night, and so on. But then, in the morning, or in the afternoon when I come back to it, and I'm waiting for my appointment, I plugged back in the modem, and it starts giving me different results, pretty much immediately. And one more weird thing is that I don't know what you call it, but like the modem interface, like if you type in like the numbers with the periods in between it, your address, and into the browser, then you can like access the actual modem. I wasn't even able to do that, which was strange. It was making me think that, like, I dropped it. And by drop, I mean it's tipsy and it fell over. Maybe it broke. I don't know. I was worrying about warranty information. And, no, to cut a long story short, what ended up being the problem was the power cord.
Oh.
So I was being lazy when I plugged in the first modem. I just plugged it in using the power cord that I had already plugged in with the old modem. I'm pretty sure it's the power cord for the old modem. I did move a few different things, but I'm pretty sure it's the power cord for the old modem. And then if not, I verified online, or I verified with other people in Discord, but they said that it should be.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah.
So I plugged that into the new modem. New modem worked fine. And then I used the modem's power cord on the, because that was already plugged in, on the, when I was testing things out, and that worked fine. But when you swap them, it doesn't work.
So what are we swapping now?
So when I put the cords on the correct modems, it didn't work.
Oh.
So
okay.
I found out that I don't know. The cord was wrong, and it was so much hassle for such a stupid problem. And one more note about the story is that Eris customer support is even worse than Spectrum. I didn't even get a person.
Oh no.
And you have they try to make you pay for it.
No, no.
When it's like, I just want to know whether or not it's covered under warranty now. When you got the Aris originally, were you not using its power brick?
What the fuck?
So I have 3 things plugged in down there.
Come here.
That, results
stay there.
in the... I don't know what the name of the output is, or like the end of the cord is, but, 2 small ones, one of which is not labeled and the other which is labeled Netgear, which wasn't for that modem. And then I also had a large one, and I'm 95% confident that which means it probably was the large one, but the large one went to... that the large one went to a light that I have. But and that the the one that didn't have any labeling on it was the one that went to the Aris one, and that's the one that I was using, and that was failing. But at the same time, like, it worked for the Netgear, why did it not work for the Aris? And it's like all stuff that's way above my head.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no clue.
I'm
sorry I went on this rambly story. I should have known better.
No, it's just more that my brain cells were having a hard time holding it together by the end of it. And also tech sucks, and also trying to do tech support for internet sucks.
Yeah, it would have been a lot better, because all that I really needed Spectrum for was to swap out my modem. In the end, or to reset it. And the fact that I can't, or from their side, and I was hoping that maybe like them resetting it would like reconnect it. But yeah, they weren't even able to do that, and it's like, I just need the person with the keys to be here and just to sit here and wait while I can do all the things. It's kind of, ironically, is what ended up happening to me at work this week.
Oh no.
Is my now old computer, or actually it was technically last week, has had enough crashes due to a memory issue that I wanted to see if the memory was going bad, or if it was like one of the programs that I have having a memory leak, because AutoCAD is a... If you think Minecraft is bad, like, imagine paying $1,000 a year for a single license, and it basically being the same program from the 80s.
Hey, brother man.
Just reskins a bunch and slowly updated.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard anything good about AutoCAD.
Yeah, I just wanted to test the RAM like I've done on my computer before. But of course that required admin privileges. Which meant getting tech support involved. And tech support was like, oh, you need a new computer. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, it's probably easier for them if they just swap the computer and then...
Well, we were supposed to get new computers anyway pretty soon. But it's still frustrating. It's like you're trying to fix a problem by
Nuking it from orbit.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like I have this small problem, and it will turn into a big thing instead of just just doing what I asked. But yeah, there was a similar thing of I just need the password. If you just give me admin privileges, I can do a lot of the work myself. There's obviously a lot of stuff that I don't know how to do, but like install programs,
Come on, kitty.
Run tests, I can
Come on.
etc. etc. I'm not just some computer illiterate person.
Well, I definitely am sometimes. Come on. The door's right here. Psst, psst. Kitty's just meowing in the hallway like he doesn't know where my door is. Yeah, baby.
I've done nothing the last hour.
Hi, baby. You gonna come sit on your pillow? I mean, I've walked across the map rescuing some of Flymart's orphans. Hi, Flymart, by the way.
Oh.
Since I think you came in during the story or something and haven't said anything. Yeah, baby. What?
Orphans?
Allays.
Oh.
Came across some.
Why?
I found some. I just found some when I was
Okay, good.
flying.
Oh,
Hey.
south, down southwest, southeast.
Yeah, in the snowy area. There you go. Is that what you wanted?
Snowy area, maybe.
What? You need to settle down? Here. Yeah. You have a full belly. You had some treats. You had some squish. You had some liver. Yeah, settle down. Sorry, I missed whatever you just said because I was trying to pet the cat.
Oh, it's fine. Southeast somewhere there. Maybe it was my allays. Some of them.
Well,
Probably
they
the ones
were
I
just
used
free
for the
range.
gravel.
Yeah.
If they had gravel in their hands, they were.
No, they didn't have anything in their hands. Kitty,
Yeah,
what are
then
you doing?
they were
What are you doing? What are you doing? Kitty?
Having torches in their hands make it look like they have a certain bit of anatomy.
Yeah, you don't go in that room. Do you want to go in the bed? Hey, do you want to go in the bed?
Cat herding.
How about that? Is that acceptable? Oh my god, please. We'll play a video game and
My phone stream.
deal with the cat and stream and talk to people and... Can you lay down and settle down? Hey? Can you settle down? Hey? Settle down.
That's why I'm getting double audio.
What's the problem? Hey? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. There you go. Settle down. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm not gonna bother moving the camera then if you're gonna... What do you want? Back door's open. The litter box is available. The bed is available. The pillow is available. Come on. Okay. What do you want? What do you want on the legs for? What do you want? Is your plate empty? There you go. I'm back again.
Come back.
Where are you dinguses?
I am at my own base.
No, the LA. I could hear them, I just couldn't see them. Come here. Get out from under there.
Give it an item and then let it pick it up and bring to you, and then it follows you forever if you hold the item.
Yeah, well, they keep
That's
getting
what I should have
stuck.
done instead of leads.
Oh, yeah, no, they keep getting stuck.
Where?
And at least once they, or at least more than once, they went through a portal that I didn't want them to go through, and then I had to go into the nether to try and get them. Alright. So how does the LA breeding thing work, then?
You have to play a song and give them 1 quartz, or one of them a quartz. They duplicate.
Is it amethyst or quartz?
Amethyst, sorry. Everything.
You give one of them amethyst? So they need to not have something in their hands, right?
No, they can.
I just meant like
just
if I...
right-click one with an amethyst and it's 2.
Oh, you only need 1, you don't need 2.
Yeah,
okay.
They don't breed, they duplicate.
Oh, yeah. I was just gonna say if I put them in like a shed somewhere at spawn, then people could duplicate the ones they want.
True, yeah.
I'm gonna have to find a place to put them while I figure that out. That's probably gonna be a tomorrow meet problem. Haha, you're locked in with me. Alright, let's find some... Oh, got some amethyst shards. I don't know what blocks I'd want to make a building like that out of.
Oh, thank you, Shell, but not thank you, Banana.
Trevere, thank you for 59 months. I will... Oh no. I have an IKEA bag full of laundry on my bed. I have a flogged pet also. Oh my goodness. And Val escaped at some point. And JK. I should pet the frogs more often. I feel like when I do, I'm like, oh, I like this. You know? Yes, kitty, are you back? After you harassed me until I fed you again? I'm in this room, not that one. I don't know why you keep going to that room. Oh my god, kitty. What's up? Hey? What's up? You come in? Come on. In here. This room. Come on, kitty. Yeah. And now you jump up all on your own. When there's treats involved. Oh, dropping treats everywhere. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, are you gonna behave yourself now? Now you got a very overly full belly. Yeah. There you go. There you go. You settle down. Hey. Settle down. You lay down? My stream's gonna be over by the time you settle down. There you go. Yeah, maybe I'll brush you tomorrow, eh? Give you a full brushing. Hmm? How's that sound? Hmm? Alright. Ermagerd. I thought I saw the sleep bar when I was walking around, but apparently nobody wanted to sleep.
Oh, right.
Kitty, I just. He's like, nope.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I just was in bed because I thought somebody else wanted to sleep the night away. Here you go. Hey. Hello. Oh my goodness. If I put these guys on a leash, will they like stay there or will they break the lead?
Oh, they stay there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Can you get out of there? Come here. Alright. Alright, I put a sign and I've roped them in here. That'll give me a chance to pick blocks and stuff. Make some kind of hut for people to breathe them in. The real question is just how to like format it so that they don't get out when people go in. Like a multi-door system.
Yeah. Trick is luring them with like some blocks, but if you give one a block and then throw a stack on the ground outside the airlock basically, then the one would go in there. But probably all of the other ones as well, because they fly around constantly. But if you keep one on a lead, then yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a tomorrow me problem. I can't figure that out in 20 minutes. Huh?
Just don't keep one on the lead. Give that guy the item. And
What?
throw the item. Throw the item on the ground. God, can't think as well.
What item? Where item? Where?
Doesn't matter. Any item. Netherrack, sand, dirt.
And that's just to keep them in the building?
Oh, to get one out of them.
Oh, to get one building out, or one guy out. Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, so once they breed it, they give an item to it or something.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I'll have to make, like, a sign or something. People can help me give good instructions. Basically just like a shed. A love shack, one might say. You go in and you breed it and then you take it home with you. Of course, Kitty's laid down now. Now I'm gonna have Love Shack going through my head. Like it was all that harassment just because he's like, I ate all the food that was there and now you need to give me more food. Hello.
Alright, that's what I wanted to do today.
Mm-hmm. What was it?
Finish the piano.
Ah.
Don't let me rail.
I see lit up mobs again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if they're still supposed to be lit up or what, but Dave's been doing the demobbing.
Wish if you held shift, it would like not waterlog the block. Placed next to it.
Mm-hmm.
What if you need to shift somewhere and waterlog something?
Listen. I was trying to guess what Key would say.
I didn't even hear what he said.
Oh, I was saying, what if you have to shift and waterlog a block? Like you have to be in a situation where you're shifting.
And that's very niche.
Press both shifts. Go into second gear.
Use the clutch.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to think of car things, I don't know.
You did a good job.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It's like the opposite of what would happen if I actually tried to drive a car. It's been a long time.
You not have a car for most of your life?
No, it's just been a long time since I've driven one. Like 2015? Becoming a villager translator?
I already speak fluent.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, you know...
Mm-hmm. Share the knowledge with the world?
It's a good career path. Makes this 4 years of French that I took kind of pointless, but...
I mean, not gonna say anything disparaging about French. I would never.
Wow.
I mean, I took it up to grade 12. I don't think I ever use it. Then again, I don't think I ever got taught it very good either, so...
I wish... Because I actually grew up in a household where it was... Or... I grew up with somebody who spoke it fluently. And, I wish that I had gotten...
Conversational.
More of that. Like, actually been trained from a young age.
Yeah, I've known people that went to, like, school in French and stuff. Can't remember what that's called.
Also, unfortunately, because as soon as I left, I was able to do pretty good in French, all things considered. But I was never comfortable speaking it. But I was able to, like, figure out creative ways of saying things. But as soon as I left, it just gone.
Je ne parle pas. Immersion, French immersion, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Did you have to take it because of Canada?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to take it till grade 12. But I think it's like grade 5 to 8 or 9 or something you're supposed to take it. And then you just take it all the way till 12 if you actually want to go to college. It doesn't matter where you want to go to college, but like if you want to go to college, you take it all the way.
Yeah, that was a thing here, is that you didn't need to, but it was strongly recommended to take a foreign language if you wanted to get into a college.
Yeah, but then, like, the college I went to had really low expectations regardless, so it's like,
yeah.
You know, I went to the poor school anyways, so nobody cared. It's like, oh, well, you know, if I'd gone to a good school, maybe that would have mattered. Then again, like I say, like, the classes I did have, I don't remember or retain much of it. And there was definitely classes where instead of, like, in my grade 12 class, there were so few people taking the class, but because it was, like, you know, one of those things they recommend and require for, like, college, they had to still have it, even though, you know, like, if it was an art class or something, it would have been just been like, no, we're just not going to have it this year. So they had to have it anyways. But then there was only, like, 5 people in the class, and they were all girls, and the teacher was a girl, so a lot of the time it basically just became sex ed instead. She would tell us about, like, her, like, bad relationships, and we would talk about, like, you know, boys and life and how to manage it. Not much French. And then the other teacher we had, it was like, oh, he would just teach us, like, basically he would put on, like, a cassette of, like, some song that teaches you, like, the days of the week to, like, the Flintstones. And you're like, okay.
Jeez.
You probably heard that tape.
Nope.
Oh, okay, well, it's one of them One of them, like, overused kind of things, for sure. I could probably find it on YouTube. It's literally just the Flintstones theme tune, but instead of the words of the Flintstones theme tune, you're saying the French days of the week. So yeah, that's it. Like, we'd watch a lot of VHSs, listen to a lot of cassette tapes, and then be expected to know how to speak French and, like, conjugate. And it's like, I mean, I can read all the packaging in Canada because it's all fucking half French and half English. So it's like, okay, I know that means chicken, and that means milk, and that means, you know, eggs. You know? Yeah, exactly, Nightcast. That was something for me too. I always just, like, would learn how to badly say, like, I don't speak this language in the language. Yeah, well, I mean, I understand half of that, Javier. I get the gist of it. Nothing wrong with it being beautiful, but, you know. Yeah, no habla español. Je ne parle pas français.
Says the Swiss. Je ne sais pas. Is all that I really remember.
Où est la WC? I'm trying to think of, like, the shit that, yeah, not a lot. Not a lot. I feel like I know more French, or remember more French, like, from music. And I don't mean the Flintstone song. Than anywhere else. How much do you need?
It's just like, ooh, I can get somebody something.
Well, just, I know I have some. You know. Oh, Portal's worth. Yeah, I've definitely got that. I don't think there's any in storage. Just looking through my stuff here, trying to think of what... I'm going the wrong way. Think of what blocks I might want. Yeah, people have been gnawing at the end pillars. Going um. I've got a stack and 40 in my tools chest over here. Got another stack in my ender chest. And I've got 3 extra ender chests in my ender chest.
Did Wolfie break it on you, Weatherman?
I mean, I logged in at spawn, and I thought maybe I had taken it to spawn, but when I didn't see it at spawn, I was like, well, maybe I took portals over to spawn when we did, like, the end and all that sort of stuff. But I don't have my boat at my base either, so...
If the last time we played was Dragonfight, you might have just gone through the portal to come back and ended up at spawn. Don't know.
Yeah, might have done. Don't know. Oh well, it's not like they're hard to craft.
With the stone cutter, they're literally one wood now.
How many ender chests in the ender chest in your ender chest? Yeah. I've got that fucking Flintstones French Days of the Week song going through my head.
I don't think I've ever heard the Flintstones theme song, so...
Oh my god. You are a baby.
I mean, how old was that show when even you were born?
That's what I mean. But we didn't have anything better, you know? We all got all the fucking reruns of all the Hanna-Barbera shit, you know? You had options, is what I'm saying. You had real television to watch.
And also money put into my education. Well, lived in a place that did such things.
Oh yeah, no, I was at one of the poorest schools in the district.
I can't. Aha.
All right, apparently I have 1 obsidian. So, yeah. I could swear I had more somewhere. I just have no idea what I did with it or where I put it or whatever. But
Yeah, don't spend it all in one place.
Free iron?
A bucket.
I have a lava lake. I just haven't decided what I want to do with it yet.
I guess an iron pick would require two sticks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nailed it.
Alright, well, I put 12 obsidian in a chest in front of the portal at my house if you end up over here. What else would I want for this?
I assume Fedbot goes off no matter what, like if you're streaming or not, right?
There's some things where it's built in where it's like if I'm not streaming it doesn't go off.
Yeah, and there's certain commands, or I know you can do commands based off of like the amount of how people are talking.
Yeah.
So if people are talking a lot, you can run commands.
Yeah, and if nobody's talking, then it'll run it more often.
Yeah. And if the stream isn't going, it's likely that nobody's talking.
Yeah. So that's one of the ways to do it. But there's definitely a lot of things I could work on with Fedbot for sure.
I was just thinking that like maybe does that command go off?
Oh, this break time, stretch,
like
get
that other
snacks?
day when you were sick, or those many days when you're sick, and you just
depends.
Short stream.
Yeah, it depends, because some of the commands would have been set to literally go off at the specific times, so it'll go off like between this time and this time at this many minutes kind of interval. And some of them are if I'm live, they go off, and some of them are if this many, messages go off, then yeah. Yeah, minimum time, number of messages passed, or set on a specific time. Yeah. So, I don't actually know how all of them are set, and if they're all set the way they should be set, but it is something that could be improved upon.
Just as long as they're all set.
Well,
like MobSpot, the thing my mate built. I have a friend on Discord who built like a bot for Twitch tracking.
Oh.
I'm just link that somewhere. Shit.
Yeah, redoing my Patreon, redoing the entire Discord, and redoing Fedbot stuff are something that have all been overdue on my to-do list for years. Yeah, I'm just putting one more block in my thing and then I'm locking off. Ah, there you go. Yeah. Like I've checked. So apparently the break time is set at specific times of the day, but also checks to see if I'm live or not.
Okay.
But like my phone alarms, when I'm sick, I have to go through and like set them all to be like turn off until tomorrow. Otherwise, I get all these phone alarms when I'm like laying there trying to sleep or puking,
I need to figure out how to do that because I should probably get the alarms for like end of day and lunchtime back up and running on my phone because it was annoying to have them going off on non-work days.
Yeah, I know there's ways you can set, like, because I have like a do not disturb mode that I set at night, so it's like I don't have certain notifications go off at night. There's probably ways like that where you can set it to be like work or not work on your phone, and then it'll like turn off and on like certain alarms or whatever. I know there's some ways you can do it too where it's like location based, so if you have like location turned on your phone, it'll be like, oh, you're at work, so these alarms will be on. And it's like, oh, you're not at work, so those alarms won't be on.
I did that with unlocking my phone because I lived in a rural place, so it was like if the phone is here, it is likely me. But now that I no longer do that, it's probably very likely that like I dropped my phone in the parking lot or something. So I also have a new phone, so. I did not know that about alarms.
I don't know. Maybe I'm hypothesizing because I have the do not disturb thing, so that like you can set it to like turn certain things off or on. But I know there's other settings like that. Like that's not the only thing you can do that with. At least on my phone. No, not that. That's not the button I wanted to press. What is it called? Oh, modes and routines. Yeah, sleep, theater, driving, exercise, relax, and work, or add a mode. Choose a mode based on what you're doing or where you are. Your phone settings will change to match your activity or situation. You can use the modes button on the quick panel, or you can do like routines that like basically like automatically do certain things or whatever.
I mean, I know when it's 1 p.m., Dave, because the stream started.
What's that? Oh.
What does he mean by that?
No, I just hadn't read that. I was looking at my phone. Yeah.
I don't know what happens at 1 p.m.
I don't know.
British time.
I don't know.
That may or may not be standardized.
But yeah, like for me, for sleep, yeah, it's sleep mode, not do not disturb. But it's like automatically at 10:30 p.m. until 6 a.m. the next day, it turns on like do not disturb, dark mode, eye comfort, turns down like certain volume and sounds, turns on power saving. So you could set up stuff like that, maybe. Maybe that would like turn off or on certain alarms, but I don't know.
Yeah, I still need to go through and set up my phone more.
I say that every time I have a phone and then I never do.
Yeah.
What is it? Silence alarms and settings, show weather. Mini timer, permissions, customization. Don't know. I actually kind of think that the alarm stuff I have, which is probably just the basic Samsung whatever, is really annoying. But at this point, it's like, well, it's what I've been using this whole time, so whatever. But I have like 30 alarms. I have an alarm like almost every hour of the day, and then I have some extra alarms. That's not 30. I don't know how many it is, but it's a lot. I have some on the half hour, some whatever, but basically throughout the day, I'll see the little pop-up at the top of my phone that's like an alarm is coming in the next half hour, and most of the time I turn them off before they actually go off. But a lot of the time it's just to like remind me of the passage of time. Otherwise I can get like too hyper-focused on things and stuff.
I don't know what that's like.
Mm-hmm. So it's just like a reminder to like take a break or whatever. And then I have like certain ones that are like, you need to like, now is the time to go make lunch. So like Tim and I have lunch at the same time pretty much every day, and try to have like snack breaks and stuff around the same times and stuff. But speaking of same times, it's time for me to go.
Have a good night.
Thanks for hanging out. I don't know if we're going to do anything tomorrow or if we're just going to vibe and complain about all-purpose flour. But I'll see you all tomorrow.
For all purposes. It's right in the name.
Yeah, we don't have that here, though. Exactly. Alright, night. Okay. Thank you all for watching. A lot of weird, rambly directions the conversations went tonight. Yeah, I don't... I'm like half and half on actually utilizing the technology I have, you know? Sometimes I'm all over that shit, and sometimes I'm like, I cannot be fucking asked. Where's my music? There it is. It exists. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Dravir, for the resub, Nightcast for the resub, and Key for the resub. Very much appreciated. I will see you all tomorrow. And I'm gonna go sleep very hard. Good night.